Good morning, students. Today we are going to solve question number 6 of the chapter cash book. From the following transaction, prepare cash and bank column cash book in the books of Bhagwati Traders. In this sum, we have to prepare the cash book of Bhagwati Traders in the form of cash and bank column. Here you can see that on the debit side we prepare cash and bank column, and on the credit side we prepare cash and bank column. This is the debit side. On debit side, take particulars receipt number. If it is given in the sum, we write the receipt number. Then ledger folio, then cash and bank column. Then on the credit side, debit particulars in the form of payment. Then voucher number if it is given in the sum. Then ledger for your cash and bank account. Now let's start the sum. On 1st July, opening cash balance is 5,000 and opening bank overdraft. Okay, here the first transaction for you, bank overdraft. Means it is not the bank balance. If it was bank balance, we write it on the debit side of the cash book. But it is bank overdraft. Means we have bank has given to us rupees 1500 on our credit. It is given on credit of us. Okay. So bank overdraft will be credited in the cash book itself. Here we write on 1st July to balance brought forward. It is cash balance, hence it is right here. It is 5,000 and bank overdraft is on 1st July. So we write here by balance brought forward. It is 1,500. It is not the bank balance, it is bank overdraft. Means bank has given to us rupees 1,500 on our credit in the bank. Now 3rd of July, goods of rupees 8,000 sold to Janki at 10% trade discount for cash. Here we sold the goods to Janki on 10% trade discount. So 8,000 minus 10% trade discount will be deducted. So 8,000 10% trade discount is 800. So remaining balance is 7,200. And it is we sold it on the credit on cash. Okay, so journal entry will be passed as cash to sell. So in cash account, it will be debited. We receive it in the form of sell, so it will be right here to sell. 3rd of July. We receive it in the form of cash, so we write it in the cash column. It is 7,200. Now the next one, 5th of July, 3,000 deposited in the bank. 3,000 deposited in the bank. Okay, so journal entry will be passed as bank to cash. We deposited cash in the bank. So what goes on will be credited. So cash goes out. So cash will be credited. Okay. So bank to cash is the journal entry. Bank to cash. And when the bank to cash or cash to bank journal entry will be passed, it is considered as contra entry. I debit Okay, here we deposited 3,000 in the bank. So bank balance increased by 3,000. So here we write 3,000. Bank balance increased and simultaneously cash decrease. It is of 3,000. So we write here on 5th July to cash account, and here we write on 5th July. Remember here bank is deposited in the bank. Okay, so here we write cash account and here we write by bank account. Bank balance is increased due to we deposited cash in the bank, so that's why we write here cash. And here cash goes out because we deposited in the bank, so bank account will be here credit side. Okay, we write here bank account. Now, and we write in the ledger folio column C because it is contra entry, so we write here in the ledger folio column C. Now, next one, 6th of July, goods of 2,000 sold to Jinal. Jinal paid the amount immediately by check. Okay, so we sold goods to Jinal and Jinal paid it immediately by check. So it is cash transaction which is deposited in the bank. So journal entry will be passed. We receive the amount in the form of check. So journal entry will be passed as bank to sell. So bank account will be debited. So we debit here. We debit here 2,000 rupees. On 6th July, we receive check for the sale. So here we write 2,000 in the bank column, bank to sell. Now the next one, 8th July, furniture of rupees 2,000 purchased and the amount is immediately paid by the check. We purchase the furniture and amount is paid by the check. So journal entry will be passed as furniture account debit to, hence we receive paid in the form of check. So bank account will be credited here. So on the bank side, bank's credit side we write here. We give the check for the purchase of furniture. So here we write buy furniture. 8th of July, buy furniture. It is of 2,000. So we write here 2,000. In the bank column we write 2,000. Now 9th one, check of 3,000 received from Bhargavi. We received the 3,000 rupees check from Bhargavi, which is endorsed in favor of the part, in favor of part. Now understand this journal, this transaction. We received a check from Bhargavi, means Bhargavi was our debtor and she gives us 3,000 check. So Bhargavi was our debtor and we received 3,000 from her. Now we endorse this check to part. Means part is our creditor. We have to pay rupees 3,000 to part. Now we endorse this check in the favor of part. It means that we give the check, we write the check to part. I repeat, we endorse this check to part, which we gives rupees 3,000 to part. It means that. Understood, students? But This is the, it will not be recorded in cash book. Okay, because we enrolled this check. We have received 3,000 from Bhargavi, but we pass on this 3,000 rupees to Parth. So nothing is received by us. We just endorse. It's just like somebody gives us rupees 3,000 and we endorse we give 3,000 rupees to another party. So nothing is left to us. So it is zero transaction. It will not be recorded in the cash book. Now next one. 13th of July, goods of 6,000 sold to Harshit. Harshit has paid half of the amount by cash and remaining amount is paid by check, which is immediately deposited in the bank. So we sold 6,000 goods to Harshit. Sold to Harshit, and we just received half of amount is received by cash. So we received 3,000 in the form of cash, and remaining amount is paid by check. So the other remaining amount 3,000 we received in the form of bank. Okay, check. So it is considered as a bank transaction, which is immediately deposited in the bank. So we write here on the 30th July we received for sale. So we write here sale. How much we received in the form of cash? We received 3,000 in the form of cash and 3,000 in the form of check. So here we write 3,000 and here 3,000. 3,000 in the form of cash and 3,000 in the form of check. Now 15th of July, goods of 6,000 purchased from DPS and amount is immediately paid by cash. Okay, so we purchase goods from DPS and amount is immediately paid by cash. So journal entry will be passed as purchase cash. And cash goes out, so we credit it in the cash book, and cash goes out in the form of purchase, so we write here by purchase on the 15th of July by purchase. Purchase is of 6,000 rupees. We paid it in the form of cash, so it is in the cash column. 6,000. Goods we purchased, so it is in the credit side of the cash book. Now 18th of July, salary of 1,000 and brokerage of 500 are paid by cash. So journal entry will be passed as salary account debit, brokerage account debit to cash account, and hence cash goes out. Okay, so we credit in the cash book. Okay, so we write here 18th of July by salary account. $1,000, it is paid in the form of cash. So in cash column we write 1,000. Again 18th of July by brokerage. It is of 500. Now next one, 22nd of July, 1,000 withdrawn from bank for the payment of electricity bill. We withdrawn from the bank Okay, so shop expense, it is withdrawn for the shop expense, so it is we withdrawn from the bank for the payment of electricity bill, withdrawn from bank, so here we receive the cash and we withdrawn from the bank, so bank account will be credited, so journal entry will be passed as cash to bank. We receive the cash after the withdrawing from the bank, so cash to bank. Bank balance will be decreased. Cash to bank, and it is cash, hence it is cash to bank. So it is considered as again contra entry. We receive the cash. So in the cash column, we write here 1000, and hence the bank account, bank balance decrease. So we write in the bank account will be credited here 1000, and here hence it is cash. In we write in the cash column, so we write here to bank, because 13 of it is of 20, it is withdrawn for the payment of electricity bill, we receive the cash. Okay, now in this column, on 22nd of July, buy cash, hence it is contra entry, so we write here C in the ledger folio column. Now electricity, 23rd of July, electricity bill paid, means we withdraw from bank 1000 rupees on 22nd July, and now we pay the electricity bill. So journal entry will be passed as electricity expense account debit to cash account, and cash goes out, so we write here in the payment side of cash book, 23rd of July, by electricity expense. Here we received cash 1000, and we paid this cash to electricity GV. So 1000 will be deducted in the form of payment. So 1000 will be credited here. Now 24th of July, goods of 1400 sold to Smith, for which he issued a check of the necessary amount, which is immediately deposited in the bank. We sold goods to Smith, and for which he gives a check of rupees 1400, which is immediately deposited in the bank. So bank to sell. Journal entry will be passed as bank to sell. So we received a check for the sell. So we write here on the 24th of July to sell account 1400. In the bank column, because we received it in the form of check, so in the bank column we write here 1400. Now transaction of 27th of July, bank informed that the check issued by Smith is dishonored. Here we received a check from Smith, and now Smith's check is dishonored. Okay, so we have to collect the 1400 from Smith. Okay, but here that we received a check of 1400 is dishonored. So check, now we received check, and now our check is dishonored. So in the bank credit side we write here 1400, because it is dishonored. We receive the check and now it is dishonored, so we deduct it in the form of payment side. Okay, so here we write 24th of July. Whose check is returned? Whose check is dishonored? Smith. So we write here by Smith account. Now transaction of 28th July, bank debited 100 rupees to our account for interest on overdraft. We have taken 1,500 credit, means overdraft from the bank for 1,500, and bank is charged 100 rupees interest on it. So here on the bank overdraft we write here 28th of July, bank overdraft by bank overdraft interest. Okay, it will affect on our bank balance, hence it is bank transaction, so we write it in the bank column itself. So all transactions are over. Now we find the closing balance, and for that we put the total. Yes, cash debit side total is 16,200, and here bank account debit side total is 9,400. So here we write 16,200 and 9,400. So our closing balance will be 4,700 and our closing balance, bank balance is 3,400. Here we write by balance carry forward. We carry forward it to the next month, means on 1st August we write to balance brought forward. It is 4,700 in cash column, and in the bank column 3,400. I hope that you have understood this sum thoroughly, you have digested this sum properly. Okay, if you have any query, then you can ask me or you can send me the message. Thank you for watching the video.